Yeah.
Mr. President, I know you want to move past all this intrigue over the Epstein files, but I do want to ask you to clarify something you said this morning. You said this was all a hoax. Has your Attorney General told you this was a hoax? What evidence have you seen of that?
No, it's not the Attorney General. No, I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years. You had Christopher Wray and these characters and Comey before him. And it's a bad group. It started, actually, look at the Steele dossier that turned out to be a total hoax. The 51 agents, the intelligence, so-called intelligence agents, it was a hoax. It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats. And some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. The Democrats are good for nothing other than these hoaxes. They're bad for policy.
He wants to move on. He wants to focus on other successes from the administration, but clearly his base is not ready to let this go. And as for some of his allies, some of his closest allies on Congress, they want to keep on talking about this. And that post from President Trump on social media this morning, that was significant. That was blistering. Some of the harshest words yet towards his own supporters, calling his critics, quote, past supporters who have fallen for the Epstein hoax and scam, criticizing them for not focusing enough on the successes from his administration. And in the Oval Office just moments ago, the president was also asked by a reporter whether or not he was disavowing his supporters who are still critical over the handling of this Epstein case. The president said he's lost faith in a lot of people. And as you mentioned, the president again blaming Democrats for the controversy. But the reality is that some of Trump's top officials, including his own FBI director, Kash Patel, and the FBI deputy director, Dan Bongino, who had stoked those conspiracy theories for years and had really fueled and fired up his base, so much so that this case around Jeffrey Epstein, Alex, has really become central to the MAGA base, a symbol for taking down the so-called corrupt elite. So this is not something that's easily going to go away by the president asking them to pay attention to something else, and from several Critical Truth Social posts. But the president, notably there, he also said again that Bondi, his attorney general, should release any credible evidence around the Epstein case. He also continued to defend her, saying that Bondi is doing a great job.